Alright, and welcome back everyone to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, playing as Russia. We are back. I am very tired. The 7 days a week thing is really getting to me. Probably because I had a longer weekend than normal. But we are here. We are having fun. And we're moving the fleet because the Germans... our government pieced out the Germans because our government is a bunch of dickheads, but it is what it is. So, real quick, I just need to reacquaint myself, so give me just a moment. Okay. Cool. Research, gun layout. What are we on right now? We are working... That should be either 4x centerline gun or 2x superimposed, one of the two. I don't remember. Alright, and then we're currently building 2 Synop class Dreadnoughts, yes. And we also, can we select Kronstadt now? Yes, we can. Awesome. Alright, so we have the capability, gentlemen. We have the capability. So let's go ahead and start rolling some turns real quick. My goal at this point in time is get the fleet distributed, get everything organized, start trying to get things the way that we want them to be, and then we definitely need to try to get some more action going, because I definitely want to try... We haven't had much success with our wars, and I don't understand why. Our unrest has never really been more than like 10, and our government just keeps piecing people out, and we've had such an advantage all the time, and it's weird. It's very weird. Now, in the case of China, when we go to attack China, we do need a bigger port. Unfortunately, Port Arthur is the biggest I think we're going to be able to take, which we'll be able to have 2 Synop classes in. So we'll be able to put 2 Synop classes in Port Arthur. We'll be able to put the escorts and everything in Dalian. So, you know, the Guangdong Peninsula is going to be something that we have to try to take sooner rather than later, in order to be able to put more forces on this side of the world. And then over here, taking Prussia would have been the way that we... that would have given us... It would have given us so much. Oh, man. We could have fit 4, 5, 6 Synop classes in this and all the escorts, and it would have been glorious. But no, we didn't get that. So yeah, we kind of got cock-blocked by that. Now, Odessa is starting to build up quite nicely, so we'll definitely have to get Odessa some love with the Synops as well. But we definitely need to focus up on our economy, because our economy is still in the garbage. We haven't had any good events for, like, we just haven't had any good capability to raise our economy. And the French are going to become a problem once they take southern Germany, so we're definitely going to have to try to contain the French a little bit. $5,000-ton cruisers, cool, and we have 13-inch Mark IIs. We're doing good in that regard, I think. Yeah, we're doing great in that regard, because we now have all our Mark IIs for our big guns. So for this era, anything bigger than this is kind of pointless. Once you get to the 1910s, 1920s, you start thinking about 14, 15-inch guns. But right now, these are perfectly fine. And then gun layout, of course, we're focusing that right now just to be able to get our extra centerline guns and really just optimize. Ooh, yeah, the French got stalled out. Very nice. Awesome. I prefer if they didn't take this, because I don't want a direct border with the French yet. I want to take more... I want to take Western Poland and Prussia off of the Germans. I want to maintain no borders with the French yet. The Italians, we might attack the Italians. You never know. But we definitely need to get our economy growing. We definitely need to get some events. Oh, I wish there was a way to influence events, and this is something I plan on doing a review for this game at some point in time in the future. Yes, Croatia, I will build you a boat. The Spanish retain Morocco. Very nice, Spanish. And they're currently taking Mauritania. Spain is having a good little situation for themselves. And Upper Volta is surviving. So is Togoland. Jesus. This is hilarious to watch. Now, of course, Niger did fall to the French. So the French, Chad's cut off, but, it is what it is. This is looking very spicy down here. Now, of course, we have all our little islands and everything, so we can just be, annoying as hell. So, we're enjoying our position because literally everybody kind of has to acknowledge us. They have to be like, oh, hey, the Russians. Yeah, the Russians. Are we going to fight the Russians? Because if we're going to fight the Russians, it's going to be really shitty. With the commissioning of the Sinop class, it's going to be definitely in our favor. We probably won't end up building the any other dreadnoughts past the Sinops, and we'll just retain the Sinops for as long as possible because we can just keep upgrading them and making them better and everything. Croatia wants a couple more cruisers. Let's give them what they want. They want to give me money? Oh, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have Croatia. I will take all your money, please. But yeah, we need to get some events. That's what we really need. Actually, speaking of, what's our cruisers looking like? I built the Triumph class, thinking I would build more of them, but unfortunately, I need to focus on my battleship numbers. So I'm like, crap. And actually, speaking of cruisers, Kronstadt, Odessa. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so Kronstadt, Odessa. So we haven't built any new cruisers for the Pacific Fleet. So let's go ahead and let's build 4 more Asias for the Pacific Fleet, just to give them a little extra something. Vladivostok. There we go. Because what do we? The Pacific Fleet, like the battleships that are moving over to the Pacific right now are what's reinforcing it. Yeah, we literally have 6. Yeah, we have 6 cruisers in the Pacific Fleet, so we really don't have anything over there, which hurts a lot, actually. This actually helps us out, because if Spain takes Mauritania, this means we can just take the whole coastline and just eat this all up, which is good for us. Now... Oh, yeah, it's not close enough yet. 11 months until Krupp 1, which is going to be a huge upgrade for the Sinops. Well, actually, in reality, it's going to be a huge upgrade for everything. Oh, and we haven't upgraded... damn it. I just thought about it. We haven't upgraded the Ridnas yet. We haven't upgraded our light cruisers at all past the Mark II variant. So we do need to do that, because the Mark III variant has the Mark II 4-inch guns on it. So we do need to do this. Okay. So if we suspend this one, are we still over? Yeah, by a little bit. I don't want to cost any more than I have to, so let's go ahead and just do it like this. Let's just take a few of them, suspend them, and boom, there we go. We are back under. We'll do that, and then we can it's 1 month, but it saves us so much time on the other ships. It's like 1 month for these guys, but 3 months for the other guys. It's like, don't really want to do that. I don't want to drop that. Ooh, and we got TNT early mixture. That's actually really good. All right, and then let's go back in here to fleet. I hate that delay. All right. Can I restart the setup? How much is the setup again? No. Okay. So 1 more month of the construction halted on the setup, and then we'll be able to do that. All right, so we have 2 times superimposed guns now, which we should get 4 times center line off of that, which then allows us to... I was going to build an Imperator Nikolai refit for the sit-ups, but it looks like we're not going to get there because we'll get the we'll have the superimposed guns already. So all right, so oof, these guys are taking forever to get over here. But that's fine. Our biggest concern at this point in time, now that we've gotten the construction and whatnot more built up, is trying to just get tech at this point, because unfortunately just without tech we're not going to be able to do much. We are working on steam turbines right now, which is kind of huge. Steam turbines will definitely give us the advantage, and we're still very advanced. Like, actually, let's do a tech check real quick. So, British Empire, very advanced. France, average. Germany, average. United States, average. Chinese Empire, very behind us, very advanced. Spanish Empire, very behind. Japan, average. Italian Empire, advanced. So, and the Italian Empire has no ships right now because they're rebuilding their whole fleet. That's funny. Now, to look at the tonnage comparisons. So, we have more tonnage overall than the French. We have double the tonnage of the Germans and the United States. The Chinese actually have an impressive amount of tonnage, but their ships probably suck. They're neck and neck, basically, with the United States. And the British Empire has a whopping 659,000 tons worth of ships. They have 20 battleships. 20 of these fuckers. Like, they have so many battleships. That's terrifying, to be honest. it just goes to show that the Brits, because of their global empire early on, and the fact that we haven't taken all the Austrian territories yet, it just shows the advantages that they have. If the army would get off their asses and start taking this territory, our economy would blossom just from the amount that we're adding to it. Which actually, let's do an economy check real quick. So 193 billion, 139 billion, 93 billion, 94 billion, 47 billion, 43 billion, 26 billion, 33 billion, 71 billion. So, like, for what we are, our economy is just dog shit compared to some of these other nations. Like, it is just so bad for us right now when it comes to the economy. Which is really what is hurting our capability to do anything. But it is what it is, unfortunately. So, let's go ahead and, now that we've built up a little bit more and we've refitted some ships, we got 7 months and 10 months on the first two Synops, the Synop and the Imperator Alexander II. We have 6 months until the cruiser squadron that we're putting in Vladivostok is finished, and we still got some construction we're doing for Croatia. And the ships should be arriving in Vladivostok in 4 turns. So 4 turns until they arrive, which really sucks for us because they're taking up a lot of our economy right now being out. Hold on. You are a menace to society. Oh my god. My cat being the menace that he is. I love him, but at the same time, Jesus Christ. You are the reason why I'm not getting my security deposit back. Alright, so the French and the Germans are still going at it. Chad, because it's cut off, doesn't have the ability to reinforce, so this is going to be an easy take for them. They've started taking Upper Volta, but they did repulse the French out of Togoland, and Germany is actually working on taking Angola right now. So Germany's going to probably retain their colonies down here, but they're probably going to lose their colonies up here. And of course, it's the French taking them. But there's a good chunk of Spanish territory we could take. I'm kind of feeling like eating the Spanish up. Well, we really don't have the negative relations with them to be able to do it quickly. The Japanese and the Chinese, however, we do have poor relations with. And if I can capture a few of their provinces, like with the Chinese, if I could take Hong Kong, Formosa, Pinggu, and Weiwei, taking these would, be a little boost to the economy. If I could take Liaodong, that would be great because that lets me put extra forces over here. If I can get a land invasion of Manchuria, that's even better because then, and then Mongolia and Xinjiang. If I can just get if I can take northern China overall, that'd be great. But we have to be able to get there. With Japan, unfortunately, and here's the problem, is the only provinces of Japan's we'd be able to take are Shikaku and Okinawa. Those are the only two, because the rest of these we won't have the tonnage over here. We'll have to move the tonnage over there. Which we can organize. Don't get me wrong, we can organize that. Let's move the battleships here into Sevastopol so we can use Odessa to put a couple dreadnoughts there as well. So, like, we have the plan. We just need to get there. And that's the issue, is we just need to get there. And I know some people might be screaming at me, why aren't you building dock size? Because I don't need it. I don't need it. It's kind of an issue I've seen across the board. Everybody thinks that they continuously have to build up their docks. It's like, no, you don't. You don't have to do it. You can take a second and stop. I want this. Thank you. Go into the port, please. Thank you. All right, and these guys. One of the things you should do is make sure always, I forgot to do it over here when I task those guys out of the port. If you do it from port to port, it'll take an extra turn to cycle them into the port, whereas if you set it up properly, they'll just go straight into the port. So, as you can see, our Germany gained Oman. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. So now all of our ships are in port, and we're able to set these bad boys to limited, which then should be saving us quite a bit of change. Yes, there you go. We have somewhat managed to get our balance, our monthly balance rectified. That's going to change when the Sinop and the Imperator Alexander come onto the field. But that will be for the next video. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one and enjoy yourselves, you lovely bastards. See ya.